Hi, this is Ron McTube. Today on Way of the Hunter, we're going to take our very first look at Aurora Shores. That's right, the brand new map, the brand new DLC is here. I've got early access, so I'm going to take my very first hunt and you can join me as we're just going to roam around and explore. Naturally, like I do my videos for Way of the Hunter. So here goes. I wonder what animals we're going to see first. I can't wait to see caribou, especially bison. One of the reasons I want to see bison is the 338. It hasn't had much use. It's normally too powerful for most animals. It destroys them. But bisons are big creatures. So I'm hoping the 338 does the business on them. We'll soon see. So here we are at the starting outpost, the starting lodge. Looks very nice. What are you looking forward to the most on Aurora Shores? Which species? Let me know in the comments what you want to see first or in future content. I'm doing lots of content for Aurora Shores on Way of the Hunter, so don't worry about it. If I don't show it today, we will show it at some point. If you watch my videos already, you should know how my content goes. But we're just going to roam around. By no design, do you know what I mean, and just hunt, and you'll see it first, just like I do. Right, what's this? So some of the objectives have popped up. I'm gonna have a look around the lodge, see what it looks like. I'm a female character this time. We need some guns. What guns should we use? I think I'm gonna go with a long-range Remington. It's a good all-round gun. Also the 338, I'm going to stick that on for when we see a bison. I can't wait to shoot a bison with a 338. I've been drooling about that prospect for quite a while, and today I'm hoping we get that chance. Most animals, you shoot a 338 and there's nothing left. But bison are massive, as most of you will know. So it'll be good to see the sizes and what they're like. There you go, characters, Jackie and Nina. Right. You have to bear with me a minute. I'm just getting my bearings. Like I say, it's my first time ever. I've not tried this before. So what you see is what you get, basically. Any mistakes, any issues, anything. This is just as is my first go on Aurora Shores. So we've got to discover it together. As you can see, there's lots of pictures. Ooh, plane down. I wonder where that is. So we're just going to have a look at the cabin. What I'm already seeing and I'm liking is it's a lot lighter than like Bear Den Lodge, for example. That can be quite dark in some areas, but this looks very light, and that's good because you can see trophies better. Look at this. This is what I want to see as well. They've added crossbows in this update.
They have their drawbacks.
So we will be looking at crossbows at some point. It might not be today. I don't know. We'll see. Like I say, it's on the fly. We're just doing things as we progress. There's no aim or target. We're just going to hunt, explore, and find things out as we go along. A lot of people generally say that in the comments. I've been asking recently, how do you want the videos to be done for Aurora Shores? And everyone's just saying, go and explore naturally, just how you normally do. So that's what I'm doing. But as you can see, it's a lot lighter upstairs. So your trophies will really stand out. And that's what you want. Right, what's out here? So we've got a little sort of balcony area. And there is Aurora Shores, your first look at it. Now this biome, quite mountainous, streams, I don't know what the trees are. If you're from this area in real life, I want to know, comment-wise, what you think of it. Once you've obviously watched a bit more, you've only seen a bit up to yet, but let me know if you're in Alaska. Does this ring true to you? So we best get some guns, don't we? We're not going to shoot nothing without no on. I did not put these on, so I have no idea why they're there. Let's clear those. We're going to go with a Remington 700 long range. Where is it? There we go. No. There. Right, Remington 700 long range. Can use that as my first primary weapon. I'm just looking for the 338. They're definitely going to have that as well. I'm hoping with bison, and if they don't lose too much meat, the long range shots, imagine, because it's a big target as well, on top of the mountains, we should be able to go for some 1,000-meter shots at some point. Which I've been meaning to do for a while. And we can do it with a 338, hopefully. So the perfect match. Right. Off hunting. Now, if my throat's a bit croaky, it's because I've got COVID. So, sorry about that. But yeah, Ron's had a bit of a bad week. But it's just got a lot better. Right. So, that's the new outpost. Let's have a look at the map. Now, I'm not sure of the exact size, I'm not going to lie. This is the map. It'll be interesting to see what the biomes are like in different areas. It looks like we've got a river or a big sort of water system at the bottom of the map. I can see, was it 3 or 4 different outposts. So look, objectives. So this is part of the story mission. So we'll do that, and then I'm basically going to hide it, because obviously you don't want missions and stuff spoiling yet, because it's only just come out. But I have no idea what's going off. We've got our UTV. I'll go over the patch notes later in the video. How do we get down from here? I have no idea. We'll make our own road if we ain't got one. Is this the right road? It is now. Right. We'll go down here. What animal are we going to see first? It will be interesting. I had some kind of idea in my mind, but I have no idea what we're actually going to see first. Right, here's the road. I've got onto it somehow. There's a stand here already. Hold up, what's that? What is that? I've already spotted something. What have we got? I thought I spotted something. As you can see, lots of trees, valleys. Looks like a sort of meadow. Not a meadow, but that's what we're going to spot first. They are caribou. So literally right outside the outpost, we have got caribou. So that's what's going to be shot first. I was hoping to see one of these. Looks like there's quite a few. There's a moose. Alaskan moose. These are supposed to be a lot bigger than normal moose. So we've got caribou and Alaskan moose right where you start. So you're not going to be in trouble looking for animals. There's plenty straight out the gate. Is there anything nice? I don't think so. That won't make sense. But there is quite a few animals grazing. I don't know if that moose has spotted me or he's just... We are quite close. So, we've got a 700 long range. And we're going to shoot our very first animal on Aurora Shores. And it's a caribou. That looks cool, man. Wonder how far they're going to run. But as you can see, they're in quite big groups. We've got more over the other side of the sort of hillside. Nothing big. Seems like 1 stars, males and females together. Let's trot over and have a look at our first kill. So there we go, new discovery, new hunting tower. So we've got a little stream running through the hillside. I may actually just walk down here and might point us the way. I can't wait to see the species of Aurora Shores. So caribou and Alaskan moose. They've changed lots of things. We'll go over this with the patch notes. But there's one especially I want to see. Is to do with tracking. They've added sort of like red crimson markers to help tracking, and it'd be interesting to see how that works now. Obviously we're not going to kill stuff on the spot. Let's just have a look at that so we can track it. But here we go, our first animal of Aurora Shores, the Way of the Hunter. So left lung, right lung. Remington 700 long range is what I've used. As said, it's one of my favourite rifles. I love it, I really do. And that's how much it's worth, 168. And it's a female. So barren ground caribou, our first animal on Aurora Shores. So we'll sell that. There's the encyclopedia. So we're going to be learning a lot about these new animals. What tier is it? Is it 5 or 6? It is tier 5. The barren ground caribou is a medium-sized caribou. They have long legs ending in large, broad, sharp-edged hooves. The hooves help them dig craters through ice and snow to feed during the winter months and provide good support and traction when travelling over snow, ice or muskeg. So they're hunting tier 5. Recommended hit energy is that. Life cycle is these. So as you can see, when they eat, drink, rest, their life cycle, their need zone times. Today we're not really paying much attention to that. I'm just showing you the details so you know yourself. Animal weights. So young barren caribou, 1 to 3 years old, up to 110 kilo for a male and 80 on a female. Adult is 4 to 7, up to 130 kilo, and a mature male up to 13 years old is up to 160 kilo, and a female is 100 kilo. Right, what should we go for next? Be nice to have a crack at the moose. I want to see what the differences is between the moose on, say, like Nez Perce Valley versus the Alaskan moose. If you want to see anything for Way of the Hunter and Aurora Shores, drop it in the comments. Whether it's a species, hunt some certain way, drop it in the comments, and I'll be doing lots of footage. I'll go through the comments and see what you all want to see. But it's very important, and I'll make the content based off that. Right. What should we go for next? What's them? Sitka deers. Right. So we've got a Sitka deer down now. Now I don't know much about Sitka deers. I think there's something to do with mule deers. Let me know in the comments if you know about Sitka deers. I know a lot of people was very pleased to see that it was on the roster for Aurora Shores, on the species list, and it looks like we've just got one. So it looks like it's going to be an eventful hunt. We've only just started. We've got caribous. I've just shot a Sitka deer. I'm going to learn about those now. Like I say, some of these animals I know not much about, only what I've sort of read and things. But it's good to have the encyclopedia, because if you're like me and you don't know about certain species or certain aspects, you can learn about them, and it makes it more interesting. But yep, Sitka Dan, our first Sitka deer. If we come across trophy animals during this video, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's more just about exploring in our first hunt. So here we go, our first Sitka deer. Right lung, 300 Win Mag, Remington 700 long range. Made short work of it. That's how much it's worth if we sell it. Let's have a look at the overview. It's a 1-star Sitka deer. He's got terrible genetics. This is a good job we took him out, really. We'll get a bit of cash for him though. It's nice to see our first one. He does look a bit like a muley. Similar sort of body makeup and look to them. You notice the horns, so the right one's sort of small and the left one is a lot bigger. Don't know if that's down to genetics, it may be. But there you go, very nice looking. Looks like a sort of smaller mule deer, different rack. We'll sell that and then we'll move on. Let's have a look at the encyclopedia. I'm going to learn all about Sitka deer now. So what tier is Sitka deer going to be? Only 5? I'm guessing so. I'm guessing it will be mule deer and whitetail. There we go. It is considered a subspecies of the mule deer of the American West. So there we go. They are smaller, stockier and have a shorter face than other members of the black-tailed group. Hunting tier 5. Recommended hit energy. There you go. Let's have a look at the life cycle, need zone times. So this is when they rest, feed, drink, eat. So that's all you need to know. But we're just wandering today. So what we come across is just what we come across. We'll target animals more by design as we've roamed around a bit and explored a bit. So animal weights, young, male 1 to 3, up to 45 kilo. Females are up to 25, up to 70, and a mature is up to 12 years old and 91 kilos versus 45 on the female. So they're about half as big. Females. So there's Sitka deer. Now it's turning out well. I didn't think it'd be like we'd get what we've got already, so it's a good start. Let's roam over this way now. What should we find? But herd management is probably going to be a thing on here. It looks like there's a lot of animals, but there's going to be a lot of smaller, low level. Yes! That's what we want to see. Now this is what I was talking about. The bison. This is what we're looking for. Wood bison. And they do look chunky. And I've got the thing for them. Just the thing that's coming out now. The 338. Now the middle one looks a lot smaller than the one I'm sort of looking at. It looks like double the size that one does. Look at that. They are units. And that's why you need the proper guns for these. Right, here goes. You ready? Are we good? Yes! It's our first wood bison down. I can't believe I've got 2 of the animals I wanted to get first straight away. So there's going to be lots of action on here. The Aurora Shores. And we're only just starting out. Imagine what a 5-star bison is going to look like. I bet they're huge. But the 338 has finally got a proper use. A bison exterminator. I can't wait to go up one of those mountains like that and shoot like 1,000-meter shot on one with 338. What's that? Thought I spotted something. Just have a look just in case, because this there's a moose. Yeah, we've got some Alaskan mooses, females, and I think there's a small male. But we'll shoot one of these in a minute, because I want to see what the difference is between a normal moose, size-wise, and the Alaskan moose. I know the Alaskan moose is supposed to be quite a lot bigger. It'll be interesting to see what a good size one goes up to, weight-wise. So it looks like this stream meanders through sort of where we're walking. Lots of animals around at the drinking time. There you go, wood bison. We'll have a look at the encyclopedia in a minute, learn about those. Like I say, it's very useful, not just for learning about animals in real life, but learning in game. So you know when to find them, where to find them, the traits. What's over this side? Seeing if there's any more need zones. But here is our very first wood bison. Let's see how much meat we've lost with the 338. So left lung, right lung. Smash that with the 338. We're 525. So they're not bad money really. And that's only a level 1. So you had 76% genetics. I love the fur on the head and fur on the body. Really well done. So 814 kilo. You won't need many of those in your fridge. So let's have a look at the hunt. So there you go. We only lost 7 kilo. So that's not bad for the 338 because normally there's nothing left of an animal. So finally we've got a proper reason to use the 338. As you can see, this is how they work out the trophy score for wood bison. What are you going for first? Caribou, wood bison. We've got different kind of elk on here as well. Be interesting. Look at that. That is spot on. I do like how the fur is, the muscles, the hump on the back. He's got a right good hairstyle. I give him that. He's going to be popular with the ladies. But yeah, really nice model. I like that. Great detail. I think these are going to be slaughtered to almost extinction now. When everyone gets on here, I can use a 338. I've seen Ron doing it. I'm going to do it. So I think there's going to be the rivers are going to be running red once people get on here with a 338. Right. I'm absolutely stunned. I didn't envision anything like this. It's nice to do it on the fly, but sometimes you like to try and plan out what you're doing. It's a tier 6, the wood bison. The larger of the two subspecies of a modern American bison. They have curving horns that point upwards and hair on the chin that resembles a beard. Their head and shoulders are large compared to their hindquarters, with pronounced hump situated forward of the front legs. They're tier 6. That's the energy you need to shoot them. Here is the wood bison life cycle for their need zone times. So you've got the eating, resting, drinking, need zone times for the wood bison. We're going to animal weights. See what the difference is. So, a young wood bison, 1 to 4 years old, a male, up to 700 kilo. That's still pretty big, but a female's nearly half as big, 450 kilo. Adult, up to 900 kilo. And a mature one is up to 1300 kilos. So, from young to adult, they're almost twice as big. And a female's half as big as a mature male, basically. Up to 700 kilo. So we've learned about wood bison. What's next? Keep them coming, he says. So we've got a stand in front of me. Moose. Right. Alaskan moose. So we're going to shoot one of these, I think. Now the male. So I want to learn about the size differences over normal American moose versus the Alaskan moose. We know they're supposed to be bigger, but we want to see exactly what the details are. So we're doing it for educational purposes. We definitely don't need no more meat. We'll be good for, I think, most of the year with what we just shot. Right, what's over this way? Can't see anything. So moose is next. The Alaskan moose. Wrong button. Meant to press scratch. Now this is sort of an awkward shot. I don't really like shooting like this because of the angle. Sometimes when you get just close enough now, they'll turn a little bit. So that's what I'm hoping. We're going to use the Remington long range for the moose. Come on, just turn and walk that way. The way they're walking. Come on. Always go in. Right, you shouldn't have done that, but that's what we want. Here goes. My first Alaskan moose. And he's down. Nice clean shot. Wasn't a hard shot. What we got? The caribou are off again. We could do with getting a male one of those. Maybe we'll come across one as we're hunting about. It looks like we've got a valley on the left. Be interesting what a lot of the maps like as we explore the different biomes. Especially a rainforest. That's very interesting. I didn't know Alaska had rainforest. I actually Googled it when I first seen it pop up on when I was teasing about Aurora Shores. I was like, rainforest in Alaska? Most people associate rainforest with like hot weather. But yeah, they do have rainforest, and I didn't know that either. So you learn something new every day. So there's our first Alaskan moose. Took it with a Remington 700 long range. Great weapon. Left lung, right lung. And he's worth 665. He's a 1-star and he weighs 744 kilos. He's got terrible genetics, so it's a good job we sort of killed him, really. We weren't going to get much out of that. So let's inspect him. He does look slightly different colour. He looks taller. Got the white socks on the feet. But there you go. There's our first Alaskan moose. But that's only a 1-star. Can't wait to see a 5-star one of these. What does moose actually taste like? Never tried it. I wouldn't mind trying it. Is it nice? Is it like beef? What's it like? Drop in the comments if you have moose or you eat it. Right, encyclopedia. So this is why I want to see, we're going to compare now the sizes of a normal moose and an Alaskan moose. So look, you got Alaskan moose and normal moose. So let's have a look at the weight of a normal moose. American moose, let's have a look at it. Up to 635 kilos. Right? Let's have a look at the Alaskan moose details. The largest subspecies of moose, like all moose subspecies, the Alaskan moose is usually solitary but will sometimes form small herds. Hunting tier 6. Here's the energy you need to kill it. And here's the life cycles. So you know the need zone times of when to go to hunt them. So this should help out for when you're joining Aurora Shores for the first time. This is why we're showing you all these details. Animal weights. So a young male moose is up to 332 kilos. Female up to 218. A young one. Adult goes from up to 9 years old to 596 kilo. 354 for a female. And a mature male of 16 years old goes up to 860 kilos. Damn, that's big. And a female up to 490. So yes, that's a lot of difference from an American moose to Alaskan moose. Nearly 260 kilos difference. So that is a lot of difference. So they are a lot bigger. Right, what shall we go for next? What a dream hunt. What a dream start hunt to Aurora Shores. I never dreamt it'd go this well, so I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Should we go over that side? I know we had caribou over that side, and we had, well, we've got moose. I wonder what else is over there. Alaskan moose. We have also got bird species. So we've got a surf scoter, is it called? Or scooter. Apparently they're really cool. I didn't know what they look like, so I googled them, and their beaks look really interesting. So apparently they're very popular. So it'd be interesting if we can see some of those. Might not be this episode, it might be, I don't know. We're just finding things as we're going along. It's turning out well up to yet, so fingers crossed we might see some. What we got down here? Ooh, we've got some, I think they're elk down the bottom here. So it looks like we might be getting another one, another species. It's going well. I think we've spooked some things. There we go. You're definitely not going to be short of cash on this map, because there is a lot of animals. So you'll be able to build up your money quite fast, I think. Obviously you can be selective with what animals you shoot. You ain't got to shoot everything, just for the sake of it. And as I said before, herd management will be quite a thing really if you want trophies. So you're going to have to govern what lives, what dies, what gets to become a trophy. I wonder if there'll be any rares for any of these species on this map. That'll be interesting. Hello. We've got a group of elk resting and grazing. These look bigger as well. I think everything in Alaska is bigger basically. Must be the ideal sort of topography for them to live. So everything's just big, strong, healthy. So we are going to shoot a Roosevelt elk. That is what we're going for next. They all look like the 1-star males. So we're going to use the Remington long range. Hopefully I don't mess this up. You ready? That looked good. We'll soon see how far is he going to run. Should be at least a lung, that one. He's slowing up. I think he's down. So, our first Roosevelt elk at Aurora Shores. There's a little gathering down there. Might shoot another, we'll see. So as always, my trusty Remington 700 long range rifle has done the business. I do love this gun, I tell you. It's definitely my top 3. So, another new animal. We'll learn about those. We'll compare the sizes as well in the encyclopedia. See what the differences is between elk on, say, Nez Perce Valley and Aurora Shores. Just checking there's nothing else about. We've also got an update with patch notes and fixes and tweaks, so we'll go over that at some point in the video as well. So lots to discuss, find out what's been fixed, tweaks. I know a lot of people love bug fixes, and we have got quite a few fixes in this update, so a lot of pleased people from the community. Talking of Where the Hunter community, if you're not already a member, join the official Where the Hunter Discord. A lot of us chat on there. You find out things, news first, and it's a great place. A lot of people help each other out with tips if you're struggling on missions, objectives, or you can't find animals. It's a very helpful place, very friendly place, so make sure you join the Where the Hunter official Discord. Right, so let's find this elk, shall we? But following the river seems to be working well. It is sort of like drinking need zone time, so there's quite a few animals around it. Wood bison. There's the elk. Caribous. We've had Sitka deer near the start. There's a lot of animals to keep you busy. Now this is what I was on about with the tracking. Look, this is new. See this? So imagine in the forest you've got a line of these. So some people struggle with Where the Hunter tracking, and because not many other games do anything similar, I get it. I do get why some people, especially new players, struggle with it. So they've tweaked this so people can use it if they want, so it's easier to track. So that will be very helpful for a lot of people, especially new players. You can also turn it off if you don't want it on. It's up to you. So there you go. Right lung. He is worth 252. So not a great deal of money. With how many animals there is about, I don't think that really matters. Let's have a look at the overview. This is a young 1-star, 32% genetics, so terrible genetics. Let's have a look at him. So I do like the look of him. Sort of pale creamy colour fur. Sort of chestnut brown on the front of the neck and the chest. Look at his antler. I wonder if that's what the genetics is about, why one is really small and the other's like big. Or has he been fighting and ripped it off? I think it's genetics, that's why he's got like one small one. But it looks very good. I do like the model. We've done great work there. My nose is absolutely streaming. So there we go, Roosevelt elk. Can't wait to see a 5-star one of these. I bet you can't wait to get on here, can you? Like I say, drop in the comments what you're going for first. Your top 3 species on Aurora Shores. Which ones are you going for first? Let me know in the comments. So, there's elk. There's the normal elk. Let's have a look at the weight. So, 497 kilo, right, for mature male on a normal elk. And the Roosevelt elks at Aurora Shores, what are they? They go up to 600 kilos. So, they're 100 kilo bigger. You can tell as well. As soon as I seen him, I knew straight away there's quite a bit bigger. So visually, you can definitely tell the difference. The largest of the 4 surviving subspecies of elk, mammalologist C. Hart Merriam named the species after his friend Theodore Roosevelt. Hunting tier 6. These are the need zone times. And let's have a look at the weight. So we've got young 200 to 300 kilo, and mature is 600. So it's basically double the size of a young one for a male, and the female is about half the size again of an adult male. So that's elk. So definitely a lot of difference between the size of a normal elk and a Roosevelt elk at 100 kilos. But it's great to find out and shoot our first one. So we're right next to where the objective was telling us to go. So because we're right next to it, we might as well go and see what it's about. And then we'll just leave it there. We won't be doing any more objectives or anything. But now we're right next to it, we might as well just have a look what it's about. So lots of species already seen for the first time. Caribou still running. They ain't messing about. Wonder where the bears are. Right, let's wander over this way. What has it got in store for us? Wonder what small game there is. We've still got to look at the crossbow as well. So don't worry about that, we will get round to the crossbow. Be interesting to hunt with that. Also the distance, while I'm thinking about it with the crossbow, because you're going to have to get probably quite close. And as anyone knows in Way the Hunter, you've got to approach well and not spook animals. So callers is going to be very important now, your approach, where you're going to hunt from. Like I say, it's going to be interesting to see how crossbow hunting works. Maybe bows are next. So we've got some moose over the road. So this is where we're supposed to be for some reason. So we'll do this just to get it off the map. Not too bothered about the moose. What are we doing here? So this is the location. Ah, there we go. I've got to put a decoy down. So that's that Sitka, isn't it? Nothing else. So trail cam.
This angle
We've
won't
got trail
capture the
cams.
license plate or the driver.
Oh, you definitely would like to see these in game. I don't think we've got them in game, but you'd like them. I've seen people mentioning about them. So trail cams could work really well. But this is part of the story. Well,
I always forget the name of that flower.
But trail cams could be very useful for monitoring herds. Imagine, you know, there's a 4-star in a certain zone area. You can put your trail cam on and just have a look, see how he's doing. Could be very useful indeed. Or even find animals you didn't even know you had in that area. So these would be highly requested. I know the community would love these in game. Let me know in the comments what you think to trail cams. Would you like them? If you would, drop it in the comments. Right, what we're going to go over now is the patch notes for 1.22, which comes out with this update. So they've added 2 crossbows, the Harpy Wonder Hit and Apex Predator, which is available only in the Aurora Shores DLC story. So you play the story and then you unlock that. So there's 2 crossbow sights. You've got the Overguard Reliance Red Dot and the Zoom XD True Sight 1.5 to 5 times 32. You've got 4 callers. You've got the Primos, the Great Big Can Dobleat. You've got the Primos Big Bucks Rattling Bag, Primos K Yi Predator Call, the Primos the original Wench Duck Call. 1 UTV, the Vega Predator 1000, and it's 9999 credits. Now they've changed this because a lot of people were saying, oh, that's a lot of money. I did make a video showing how to earn fast cash to do it in multiplayer. Check that guide out if you haven't already seen it. But they've reduced the price to 9,999 in-game money. So it's sort of like a fourth of what it used to cost. So everyone should be able to get one pretty easy. So they've also tweaked multiplayer client unable to claim a downed animal, partial fix. They've increased the penetration of shotgun pellets. Blood trails have an additional red glow in Hunter Sense on the Explorer difficulty. Vehicle radio playing in the vicinity of the vehicle, they've tweaked that. Improved trophy value calculation. Improved character animations. Improved various effects in the environment. HUD notifications no longer overlap cutscenes. Improved ceiling lighting in the bullet cam screen. Caller range increased to 250 meters now. Animals are more likely to vocalize in response to callers also. They've fixed animals occasionally fast traveling with the player. Animals occasionally freezing in position. Blood tracks inspect occasionally not showing expiration. Players spawning with the last save stance after fast travel. They fixed objective helper counter updating properly. Hold breath icon now showing when using the shotgun. Rotation of taxidermy stands in the Idaho Lodge. And fixed the multiplayer April model animation fixes. So lots of fixes and tweaks. A lot of the players are going to be happy about that. It's always good to get fixes and tweaks. And the vehicle price change will please a lot of people. So, where do we go next? I don't know. What do we hunt next? What do we go for next? We've covered quite a few things in this hunt and quite a few species. And this is just the beginning. So don't worry, I've got lots of content to come and I'll do as many videos as I can within the time frame I've got. But if you want to see anything, drop it in the comments and I'll try and make that happen. I think we're going to go over this way. I've decided, I wasn't sure which way to go, but I think I'm going to roam over this way, see what we can find. See if we can get a male caribou before we finish the hunt. Because we've got a female at the start. It'd be nice to get a male. Now let's go over this way, see what we can find. I want to get on one of the ridges so I can see over the valleys. It's always good to get a bit of height. Gives you an idea of what you're dealing with, what the land's like, what species are about. So let's go with some of the details of Aurora Shores. So there's 14 different species, from Kodiak bears to Roosevelt elks, and beyond. They want us to discover some of the species, so not all are known. Verdant grasslands to soaring mountaintops and lush rainforests. I can't wait to see these rainforests. There's also free DLC content available. With Aurora Shores DLC comes a free content patch for Where the Hunter base game, which includes the new weapon, crossbows. That's right, and there's 2 different types. Where the Hunter Aurora Shores, the price of this DLC is $9.99 or £7.99. The release date is the 23rd of February 2023. So we've got Alaskan moose, we've got barren ground caribou, Kodiak bears, Roosevelt elk, Sitka deer, surf scoters, wood bison, red fox, grey wolf, mountain goats. I know those up to yet, and there's more as well. So we'll see what we find out as we hunt around Aurora Shores. I just thought I'd tell you what the release date is and what the price is. We got anything over here? So only a short period of time till it's out, 23rd of February. And it's going to be coming out on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. $9.99 or $7.99 if it's in pounds. Depends on your location. I might go across that ridge, I think, and see what we can find. I think in our next hunt we'll use the crossbow. We'll have a look at all the details to do with that. Maybe take it to a range would be a good idea. Test out the bullet drop on the bolts. What was that? Some kind of birds. I wonder if it's the surf scoters. I think they're mainly on water, aren't they? But do they come in land? Oh, there they are, look. We'll soon see what they are. They are, look, surf scoters. So that's our first time seeing them. I'm tempted to shoot one out of the sky with a Remington, but there probably won't be anything left. We'll do a proper hunt for those. I am tempted. If they landed on the floor when we go over this ridge, I might take one out. Just to show you for educational purposes, but I think really we'll go for a proper hunt for those. I'm looking forward to that as well. Do you normally use decoys for those, or do you just shoot them as they land? Let me know about that in real life hunting for the surf scoters. Are they nice to eat? Certain birds, whether they, different, can be really tasty, and some can be not great. So it'd be nice to see what they're like. Are they like a premium style eating bird? Let me know in the comments. So I was hoping to find some more caribou. So I wanted to get a male if I could before we end the hunt. But we've done well. We have done a lot better than I hoped we would actually. We're showing species and testing out the 338 patch notes. We've discovered a lot. Black bears. So they are quite close to where you start. Wonder if we can find any. I wonder if the black bears are bigger in Alaska. Everything else is, so maybe makes sense. But we're going to go up this ridge and see what we can find. We might get a better aerial sort of view. What's about. It's always good to use your height to your advantage. What will we find? Yeah, we're going to try and go up diagonal. It's quite steep though. There we go. Hey up, look at that. This is open. I'd expect to find stuff grazing in this sort of area. Maybe they do at the right time. I could definitely imagine deers, elk grazing in open areas like this. I'm not sure if the caribou would come straight down here, or would they stay up more in the mountains, but then again where we've just been there was in sort of flattish land. I wonder if they go all the way up in the hills later on or earlier in the morning. It looks a good area, but I cannot see anything about at the moment. So we'll move on. Trying to find one more kill before we finish the video. But yeah, it's been an epic start to Aurora Shores. Couldn't wish for any better. And as you can see, we're starting to get a bit of a view of the valleys, the areas, the topography. Wild ducks. So another species. Like I say, I don't know every species what's been added yet, so they've left some as sort of a surprise. So it'll be interesting to see what the full 14 different species list is. My throat's held out just about, so I'm pleased about that. I was a little worried because my throat is really sore, and I thought if we're doing a long video, like an hour long, it might take its toll. But it looks, it's handled it up to yet. That's all I'm going to say. I've enjoyed every minute of this. It's always nice jumping on a new map, do you know what I mean, and exploring. You don't know where to go. Everything's new. It can be sort of like an assault on the senses, but in a good way. I'm guessing these are like pines or something. Spruces. I'm not a tree expert, so I'm going to guess. Have a roam through here, see what we can find. Maybe we'll find some bears. But where's that caribou? I want a male one. Be interesting to see where the better areas are for certain species. For example, on Nez Perce Valley, you've got like diamond drill down the bottom, and everyone knows that private area is really good for trophy animals. So I'm just wondering where the really good spots are on Aurora Shores. So we've got a big group of wood bison, and there's a 2-star there. It's probably the biggest we've seen up to yet, so we may take that one out. I was hoping for caribou, but that will do. These would be good to add rare fur variants. So if you're listening, devs, Rock Game devs, fur variations. I nearly said ver variations. Yeah, I'd like some on the bison. I think these will be very popular actually. We've got 1-stars, females, and there's a 2-star. I think it's time to test the trusty 338. And let's have a shot, shall we? I'll try and get that one there, I think. One of the big ones. Get a nice broadside shot on it. He's off. Right, let's try and get a shot on him before he goes into these trees. Which one was it? That's him, you can tell. Look at the size of him. That's only a 2. That's only a 2. So imagine a 5-star. Woods bison. That should be a good shot. We'll just mark it. Always get into the practice of putting a mark down where you shoot. Either before you shoot or after you shoot. Do you know what I mean? It's so easy to lose tracks. Or because the map's so big, you misjudge the distance from where you shot it to where you actually shot it, and it can save you a lot of time. And you don't want to lose your trophy, do you? You don't want to lose your animal. Right, hopefully it was a good shot. It should be. It wasn't such of a hard shot, and like I say, I can't wait to do some long range shooting with this 338. 1,000-meter shots are coming, don't worry about that. But this is what's just been added with the tracking. We'll have a really good look at it now in action. But it really does help. Look, if you were struggling with tracking before, this will make it a lot easier for you to follow the tracks. So let's see how far he runs. This is where 338. Was it a single lung? So you still got to be clean on a bison with a 338, because they're still going to run off. Even though it's an absolute cannon of a rifle, you still got to be accurate with your shots, or they're going to run off. Then again, bison is like the size of a car. So you've got to expect it. I have seen some videos, real life ones, of people shooting with 338 at bison, elk, from like a mile away, and then just dropping them on the spot. Absolutely insane shooting, but really interesting to watch. But look, here you can see in full view the difference with this added now. So I think that will please a lot of people who are struggling with tracking. And as I said, you don't have to have it on either if you don't want. It's just there. There's an option. That's always the best thing with games, right? Give people an option to either yes or no. You know what I mean? Turn on, turn off. That way it suits everyone. You don't like it, turn it off. If you want it on, turn it on. It's the best way. I was hoping we'd see a caribou just before we finish. Just a perfect icing on the cake. But it's been a great hunt. We've discovered a lot in this episode. Like I say, enjoy doing the longer videos, and as I always say, when I've got the time, or if I can squeeze it in, I'll do longer videos. But often I just haven't got the time, to be honest. I'm often so busy. But I've made some time, and we've got the video how we wanted it. And like I say, well, I'll be doing a lot more yet. But there we go. Wood bison with the 338. It's now got a proper purpose in Way of the Hunter, and you don't lose much meat either, so you know it's good. But look at all these mountains around us. You need to get up top of one of those and go for some 1,000-meter shots of it on a bison. That's to do, I think. So I'm Ron McTube. We've been taking our first hunt at Aurora Shores in Way of the Hunter. I've really enjoyed it. I can't believe how good it is. It's beautiful. We're just starting out. We've just explored this part. We've just got to do the whole map now. But let me know in the comments what you think. Next video, we'll be doing about the crossbow. We'll see what that's like in all its entirety. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Ron McTube. We've been looking at Aurora Shores and Where the Hunter for the first time. What a great map. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.